Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. Sun in Gemini. Creative energy directed toward perception, acquiring facts, asking questions, and toward finding connections between ideas. Needs to express self verbally and to receive recognition for intellectual abilities. Radiates changeable, talkative, mental energy. Free connection of ideas and a wide variety of social contacts are necessary for full self-expression. Sustained effort in one area is difficult to maintain due to a wide variety of interests. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in earth signs. Reacts to changing experiences with steadiness and stability. Feels comfortable with self when being productive and working towards goals. Moon in Virgo. Reacts with practical adaptation to all stimuli. Responds analytically to all experiences, needs a sense of order in the environment to feel comfortable, refines emotional reactions in order to perfect their expression. Serving others and being helpful contribute to positive self-image and help overcome innate tendency toward guilt and self-doubt. Feels secure through analysis of the physical and emotional world and through making definite, concrete improvements. Need to dissect emotions can inhibit responsiveness. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Virgo. Apt to want to be considered superior intellectually because of a deep-seated inferiority complex. Reserved in expression. Very critical and analytical. Not very loving. Apt to be cranky and fussy about minor details. If afflicted, bickering can become a mania. Irritation leads to bad health, and this position can give indigestion and bad nerves due to negative emotions caused by the desire to perfect everyone else. Very proper and conservative. Needs to achieve adjustment by detachment and non-criticism of others. Strong desire to serve people, but not enough understanding of the other person's feelings. In a male chart, would attract a quiet, reserved, and shy type of mate. If Moon is afflicted, she would be critical and apt to nag. Sun-Moon Alchemy, the elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Earth-air combinations. This combination produces a productive, rational personality which can be both innovative and efficient. The challenge of being up in the air and down to earth at the same time is that of bringing together abstract thought with the nitty-gritty issues of getting on in the world. These two elements combine easily and make for a clear-headed, objective, and scientific approach. This is the temperament of the practical idealist who observes, thinks, plans a course of action, and then acts. American President John F. Kennedy, with his Sun in Gemini and Moon in Virgo, is an example of this combination and expresses the lunar instinct to give service to a rational, well-considered ideal in his famous injunction, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." When the sun is in earth and the moon is in air, the conscious, rational impulse is to get to grips with reality, to build, consolidate, and organize with the logical instinct to make one's efforts as humane and far-reaching as possible. There's often a dry sense of humor and a capacity to use language with adroit accuracy. The late American poet Carl Sandburg, Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Aquarius, had a talent for using colloquialisms, which is characteristic of this combination, and his view of slang expresses this down-to-earth communicative ability. Slang is a language that rolls up its sleeves, spits on its hands, and goes to work. Shadow. The earth-air individual is adept at mastering the mundane world, learning how things work and then applying their knowledge in many different and normally useful ways. They can, however, easily lose touch with the less quantifiable things of life, such as emotions. When this happens, they risk the danger of becoming dry as dust and stuck in the pragmatic, cost-effective, scientific approach. Relationships. This type enjoys communicating and being helpful, and tends to get on well with most people at a practical, social level. They will find predominantly fire and water types either alien or fascinating, but either way, the latter would enable the earth-air person to contact the more mysterious and emotional, irrational parts of their personality. The earth-air individual seeks rational rapport in a relationship, and they're very supportive and adaptable, but they need help in learning how to discover and share their feelings. Male versus female. This is a very androgynous combination, encouraging both the supportive skills associated with natural female roles and the intellectual skills of the male. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William Yu Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Virgo. The Quibbler. You are wise and seek knowledge avidly. This gives you a confident appearance. Restricting yourself to one field is hard for you, though, because you want to learn so much and feel like specialization is a waste of time. You have a light-hearted presence that is also urbane, but you are discontented. Mythology tells us that Mercury governs both Gemini and Virgo, and it is the messenger of the gods. Communicating in the form of storytelling, writing, deliberating, or talking is all self-expression, which is one of your strongest necessities in life. For you, deep feelings and hidden ideas need to be communicated in an ongoing fashion. You always need an audience to do this because you are a very expressive person who wants to air your opinions, display your humor, and show off your sophistication. Agitation and moodiness result if you are prevented from doing this. You are generally guaranteed the audience you desire because you are high-strung, extravagant, and charming, as well as extremely intelligent. Despite your polished, playful manner, you are often not happy. Living up to the high goals you set is nearly impossible, but that is what you strive for. You may experience pessimism, anxiousness, and confusion because you are not satisfied with your projects for much of your life. You have very good perception, and your critiques as well as analysis are generally accurate. You give wise advice in a tactful and thoughtful way. You love to give it to help others. Preciseness and analysis might very well be the areas that assist in your profession. Also, the news media, promotion, or advertising might be good choices in the area of communication. Moodiness, restlessness, and criticism of others can come about when you experience this discontentment and lack of confidence. Self-destructive behavior patterns can come about, including alcoholism, if you get so frustrated you cannot bear it. Compassion for yourself is suggested as a way to combat this feeling of discontent. Do not beat up on yourself. See your own achievements and endowments and be forgiving of yourself. Patience is something you need to develop. You cannot always gain recognition and reward overnight, no matter how hard you work. A quick word from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Virgo, your greatest strengths. A fine, analytical mind, wit and sense of fun, flair with technical skills and precise communication, heightened aesthetic sense, practical commitment to helping others. Your greatest weaknesses, permitting anxieties to arrest your creative talents, a rather clinical insensitivity to the emotional needs of others, tendency to find fault and criticize negatively, and to jump discontentedly from one thing to the next. Images for integration. A specialist in nervous diseases gives a lecture in aid of local charities. An art critic gives a brilliant master class. Gauguin's Ariaria.